Welcome students. Today we are going to deal with the long question, causes of loss of biodiversity. So human activities have accelerated the rate of extinction of species from the earth. Because of human activities, the rate of extinction of the species has been accelerated on the surface from the surface of the earth. So we are going to learn about four major causes for this. These four major causes are also called as your evil quartet. So these are responsible for the loss of biodiversity. The first cause is habitat loss and fragmentation. So habitat loss and habitat fragmentation. What does it mean? Habitat means it is a natural area where a particular organism, a group of organisms can stay comfortably and they can reproduce also. So we know that the population is growing and it has the demand or this needs of this population is also increasing day by day. So just to fulfill the requirements of this growing population, the human activities are taking place, which are clearing the area so that various facilities can be provided to these populations. So these activities includes the cutting down of trees, burning forests, plowing grasslands, and filling the wetlands. So we are filling this ponds and this water area so that we are going to get a space to make the houses. We are plowing the grassland so that the food demand can be fulfilled. We are burning the forest so that we can go for cultivation over there. We also cut down the trees to make several urbanization. So these activities are going to cause destruction of natural habitats. So because of this, we are destructing the natural habitats like your wetlands and the forests or this normal forest areas. So this results in either it's going to kill the wild animals and the plants which are going to which were residing in those natural habitats, or it's going to push them out of their habitats. Either the wild animals or the plants, they are going to die because of this destructive activities, or they are going to leave the area and they are going to go to the different parts of this forest. So now we are going to talk about this habitat fragmentation. A forest patch surrounded by croplands, orchards, this exotic species plantations or urban areas is an example of fragmented habitats. What does it mean? If you are going to have a patch of forest at the center and has been surrounded by the croplands, that means most of this forest have been cleared so that croplands can be made around this patch. Or we are going to go for orchards, that is your fruit plants have been planted around this patch of normal forest. Or we are going to go for this exotic species plantation. That means we have taken the special species of plants from outside, from different localities, and we are going to go for plantation around this forest. Or we are going to undergo this urbanization. That is, we are going to make shipyards, we are going to make the roads or the industries around this patch of forest. So if a forest patch is going to get covered by any one of this, then it is called as your fragmented habitat. That means a big forest has been divided into small parts and each part has been surrounded by your urbanized structures. So due to this, it disturbs the natural functioning and this leads to the species extinction. If the fragmentation of this larger forest will be there, then because of this disturbance in this normal functioning of this natural processes, the organisms are going to undergo extinction. Second point is overexploitation or improper resource management. So what is overexploitation? It is the merciless hunting of the animals of selected groups for the food. Sometimes we human beings are dependent on special organisms for their flesh and the body parts as the food. So overexploitation means merciless hunting of these animals for the body parts to eat is called as overexploitation. Second is either we are going to kill the organisms mercilessly just to receive food from their body, or to use them for this recreation. That is, we are going to make them work in the circus and all so that the recreation will be there, or we are going to make use of them for riding and all. So that is called as collection of this organism for the recreation, or from some other benefits are going to lead to the complete disappearance of this certain animals or the plants varieties. So if we are going to overuse, or we are going to mercilessly hunt or kill the organisms for making use of their body parts or to make them work for us, then they will get completely disappeared from the surface of the earth. Example is the Steller sea cow has been extincted, and the passenger pigeons have been overexploited by human beings, so they got extincted. The third point for this loss of biodiversity is alien species invasion. So alien species means any species which has been brought from outside. So these are also called as the exotic species. So the alien species are those which are introduced into a geographical area or locality or to an ecosystem, either accidentally or deliberately from outside. So we are going to bring some species from outside and we are going to introduce them to a particular geographical area or to a particular locality or to a particular ecosystem. So this exotic species competes with a naturally occurring biotic community. So what happens, this exotic species, that is the species which have been brought from outside, they start competing with the naturally occurring biotic community. So they are going to compete with the plants which are naturally available in those areas of this ecosystem, and often causes gradual suppression and extermination of this original inhabitants. So what happens here, these exotic species, they start competing with the plants in this biotic community of this ecosystem, and they causes gradual suppression. Gradually they gradually suppress the growth of this biotic communities, and finally they result in extermination of original inhabitants. So the original plants which were inhabiting that area or which were been occurring in that area are going to get exterminated, or they are going to be abolished, or they are going to be rejected, or they won't grow anymore in those areas, and only this exotic species are going to occur in those areas. Example is Lantana camera. You can go for many examples are been cited in your book. You can go for any one of these examples. I have taken this Lantana camera. So this is an ornamental hedge. It's a bushy hedge, like it's an ornamental plant, means its flowers are of multiple colors, and it's a hedge, means a shrub like structure will be there. This plant was brought from Sri Lanka, and its speciality is it can thicken quickly on cutting. So as many times you are going to cut it or trample it or you are going to burn it, immediately after a few days is going to grow again and is going to get thickened. So this is one of those exotic species which has been introduced into India, and gradually we found that this exotic variety has started covering the lands which have been meant for pasture. Pasture means these are the areas where this cattle can graze. The cultivated fields, that is your croplands or your wastelands and the forest. So all the land areas which were used or unused, they are now covered with this Lantana camera. Next comes co-extinctions. So this is the phenomenon when extinction of one species causes the extinction of the other species of the plant or animal associated with it in a obligatory parasite, as an obligatory parasite or mutualistic relationship. What does it mean? Co-extinction means related extinctions. If one means we do have two organisms which are dependent on each other as the obligatory parasites, or they are mutualistic, means they are dependent on each other. If one of them is going to die or is going to get, one of the species is going to get extincted, other one is also going to get extinct. So example is, we do have a special moth named Pranuba. It is the only pollinating agent for a particular plant called yucca. If the moth Pranuba is going to get extincted, obviously the plant yucca is also going to get extincted, and simultaneously both of them will get extincted. So this is called as co-extinction. One is going to get extincted, the extinction of the other species is dependent on it. So that is called as co-extinction. Thank you.